The Angels have surprisingly dominated the Rangers in their 2026 season series, but this game is much more important to Texas tonight. I'll let you know which side I'm backing, which way I'm going on the total, and then I also have a player prop for you. I'm Steve Seagrave from Picks and Parlays. We are in action tonight. NFL preseason action, MLB action, WNBA. You name it, we're locked and loaded. I have a special offer to share with you towards the end of the video. But for now, if you guys enjoy this content, you know what to do. Hit that like button if you would. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And drop your MLB picks in the comment section. Who you got tonight? We have a little bit of a limited slate, but still have some spots where we can make some cash. Let me know who you like tonight, and I'll be checking those comments and responding back to you. So quick Wednesday recap. We ended up splitting. We did Dodgers-Royals. We had the over. If the Royals could have just contributed a couple more runs, Dodgers prevail 4-2. Two more for the Royals, and we would have been guaranteed the over. Fell short there. However, our bonus play on Wilyer Abreu to go over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBI. That one cashed for us. It took a double late in the game, actually in the top of the 10th, and then he was driven in later in that inning. So we fortunately cashed that one, split the video. We're going to look to bust out the broom for tomorrow. We got Texas at LA. Fourth game of a 4-game series. First pitch, 10:07 p.m. Eastern from Angels Stadium. And like I said in the intro, the Angels have dominated this season series 6-3. They've won 2 of the first 3 games of this series, including the last 2 games of the series as well, including a 5-2 victory just last night. However, Rangers favorite tonight, -144 on the money line. Total sits at 7.5. And there has been a little bit of money coming in on the under on this one, as this one opened at 8 and has now slid back down to 7.5. Not a ton of movement on the side. A couple of righties on the hill tonight. Jacob deGrom, Walbert Urena. Urena 7-8 on the year. 2.83 ERA, 1.29 on the whip. Very short outing for him last time in Miami. He generally has been pitching about, full 6 innings in other starts prior to that. However, in that one, he allows 4 earned runs across 2 1/3 innings, gets the hook early, but he has pitched very well against the Rangers this year. In 2 starts, he's allowed a combined 1 earned run across 9 innings of work, so nothing to sneeze at there. Obviously didn't pitch very deep into either one of those games either. He has been better at home, where he's posted a 2.49 ERA. And current Rangers, not a huge sample size, 29 plate appearances, but they are batting under 100 against Urena, so he's had some success against Texas. As far as Jacob deGrom, on paper, he would be the guy to back tonight. However, he's had some struggles recently. He's had some struggles against the opposition, against the Angels as well. On the season, 8-7, 3.87 ERA, 1.13 on the whip. Last time out, solid outing, 5 full innings against Baltimore. He only allows 1 earned run, so solid start there. However, he has struggled against the Angels this year. 2 starts for him as well, just like Urena. However, he's only pitched 8 innings, and he's allowed 8 earned runs. So completely opposites as far as head-to-head so far this season. And no surprise, current Angels, very good numbers across a very good sample size. They're batting .319 against him with 5 home runs across 80 plate appearances. So that's a solid sample size to look at there. And they've had success against him this season as well. As far as against righties over the last 30 days, Texas 18th in WRC plus, 19th ISO power. So a little bit below average there for the Rangers. However, this Angels team is struggling against right-handed pitching, as they rank dead last in both WRC plus and ISO power. Those numbers are, of course, over the last 30 days. Maybe this is a get-right spot for the Halos, though. deGrom seems like they like to face him. He's pitching on the road. He struggled against them Then as far as the bullpens go, Angels have the advantage here when you look at the last 30 days. Texas, 27th in ERA, 29th in WHIP, so this is a bottom 3, bottom 5 bullpen over the last 30 days for Texas. Angels, well above average. They're 12th in ERA and 10th in WHIP. So I got 3 plays for you in today's video. Let's start with our side look. We're going to isolate here the first 5, and we're going to go with the Angels. I think you could take them on the money line at plus money. I think you get like plus 120 odds, plus 115 odds on that. But I'll take them with the half run so that if we're tied after 5, we actually cash the ticket. It's minus 118. It's a great way to avoid this Angels bullpen. We've kind of highlighted DeGrom's struggles recently. He's allowed a bunch of runs over his last 3 or 4 starts now. He struggled against the Halos, allowing those 8 earned runs across only 8 innings of work. And then his road splits as well. He has struggled. We mentioned this earlier as well. DeGrom hasn't been as quite as sharp when he pitches on the road. Obviously, Texas is a great pitcher's park. So he's struggled a little bit when he's gone on the road. Urena has some nasty stuff. I think he can have some success against these Texas bats early. I think this could be a spot for the Angels to wake up a little bit against righties. They are leading the series. This is a desperate spot for Texas. I just still like Urena here in the first 5. We'll take the half run and minus 118. Like I said, you want to put a little bit on that money line as well, though I think the Angels come out on top in this first 5 at home. And with that, I think this total is a bit too low. This series seems really due for a higher scoring game. We've seen nothing but low scoring games in this series. 7 runs combined or less in each of the first 3 games of the series, and 2 of those games, yesterday was 5-2. The 2 prior games were extremely low scoring, not even close to 7 runs. So I feel like the bats are a little bit due to bust out here. We can take advantage of a low number. I mentioned Urena having some nasty stuff, but he also struggles with command. So we could see some free passes from him that lead to some runs for the opposition. We've already gone over DeGrom. He's a pitcher that I like to back when you can get some nice odds on him, but his struggles recently, his struggles on the road, his struggles against the Angels, those are all the reasons why I see some runs coming in on him tonight as well. And if Urena does pitch well for the Halos, this bullpen is dead last across the board over the last 30 days. Struggling bullpen. This Angels bullpen hasn't been good for quite some time now. So give me the over 7.5. We see runs late, probably for the Rangers, and probably see some runs throughout the game for the Halos while playing at home. As far as a player prop, we're going to look towards Zach Neto to go over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBI. We get plus 120 odds over at Caesars. He's been struggling recently. He has only gone over this line in 4 of his last 10 games. His last handful of games haven't been very good, but he has played well against Texas in the past. He has cleared this number quite frequently when he plays Texas in the past, and he's just got some gaudy numbers against DeGrom. 5 for 12, 2 home runs, 2 doubles. We talked about these angles on DeGrom struggling tonight. Let's look for Nato to get right at the top of the order with this Angels team. We got 3 plays for you. We're going to go Zach Nato over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. We're going to go over 7.5 for the game. Then we're going to take the Halos in the first 5 plus a half run. I have no problem playing the money line at plus money either. Guys, I have a great package for you. We've been advertising the buy 3 days, get 3 free off $69. That's if you're looking for something short term. Absolutely, that's still available. But right now you can get the rest of 2026, all access, all sports. So for me, you're going to see, obviously, MLB and WNBA, the rest of those seasons. You'll see quite some time with my NFL and college football. And then that's even going to cover you for some NBA and NHL. So 6 sports will be covered in this pack. Takes you through the last day of the year for just a little over $5 per day. I just mentioned this includes all sports. It includes 5% plays as well. 5% plays, $35 a pop. With this way, you get all my 5% every day, but you get all my plays every day for a little bit more than $5 per day. Speaking of 5% plays, our MLB 5% plays have been awesome. We're 7-2 with those so far this season, and I do have a 4% NFL preseason play locked and loaded for tonight. I go very low volume in the NFL preseason. Last year we had 2 plays. We went 2-0. They were both 4-unit 4% tickets. We cashed them both. So looking to start hot again this season in the preseason and work our way towards that NFL season, that college football season that everyone is so excited for. If you're looking for my client plays, those are over at pnp.buzz/SS, pnp.buzz/SS. Links in the description. Hit the like button on the way out if you would. Drop a comment if you guys have some time. I appreciate all the comments you guys drop, and I'll be checking those and responding back to you. Enjoy the games tonight. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.